Hi everybody, Father Lamb here, and it's Wednesday, February 1st. Thanks for tuning in. Just a couple real quick announcements. If you haven't had a chance, go on Cooks or Collars and check out the video of myself and Sister Bernadette and Sister Matilda. We made those banana muffins, so thank you for your support. It's a really easy kind of fundraiser. Anything that you send in goes right to the parish, and I'm really grateful to you for that. Also, we have the cookbooks that you want to sign up to buy one. I'd like to order them ahead of time, and they make great Christmas gifts. I bought 10 of them. I'm going to give them to my brothers and sisters for Christmas next year. They don't know that yet, and I'm hoping that they're going to, make some bake some goods and send them up here to the rectory. So think about that. Order yourself a cookbook. Thank you. Okay, so as some of you know, I'm going to be going on vacation, so visiting Father Jim and Luna, his chocolate lab. So I'll certainly be praying for you all as I head down there. And I'm thinking that I'm going to be a way of putting on, if I can swing it, a video next week, a retro one. In other words, one that we did a few years ago. So just stay tuned next week. If you see a video that you saw a couple years ago, don't be surprised. Sometimes it's good for us to take a look at some of the past so remember where we've come from, especially since we started doing this at the very beginning of the pandemic. That's why we're continuing to do these videos. So today, I guess the thought is, since I'm going away, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we all need to be rejuvenated. That's a word somebody used. Go get yourself rejuvenated. I like the etymology of words, and I looked it up. And RE, of course, means back or again, but juvenated comes from a root that literally means young. So to rejuvenate or get rejuvenated is to get young again, to become young again. Well, good luck with that. I'm getting older every day. The hair's falling out, getting the little wrinkles. We're all getting older. In fact, we were joking on a Zoom meeting. I get together with my brothers and sisters every other week for a Zoom meeting. So the 9 of us, get to kind of relate to each other for a few minutes. And I notice everybody else is getting older looking. Not me. Everybody else is getting older looking. But time certainly pays a toll on us, huh? So what's it mean then? You think about rejuvenate, of becoming young again. It's becoming young in heart. Becoming young in heart would be getting in touch like with that child within that we lose when we get older. That sense of the wonder child, that we have, the wonder of life being so great. We lose that and get very cynical as life sort of beats us up. Reminds me, the man was with his daughter and they were taking a little trip together and they were on a train. She'd never been on a train before, and they're going through these mountains in Europe. It's just beautiful, and she's just like freaking out. She's like, Daddy, look. And she's showing, look at the mountains over there, and she's going over here, Daddy, look over here. There's some sheep over there in that field, and there are other people seated next to them in the train, and the man's getting kind of embarrassed, because she's getting all excited, Daddy, look over there, And finally, the man stops and he turns embarrassingly toward the people there. And he said, hey, look, I'm really sorry. My daughter, she still thinks everything is wonderful. Isn't it sad that we lose that sense of wonder? I love it when I meet an older person that never lost that. They had that sense of when they be 90 years old and just have a sense of the wonder of life. But when life beats us up, we become cynical. And to become a cynic is to believe that everybody is motivated by self-interest. That's what a cynic is. That's the definition. See something, they're motivated by the self-interest, their own self-interest. Now, we can't control how other people are motivated, but we can control how we're going to be motivated. So maybe that's a good question for us to ask ourselves today. Am I motivated by self-interest? When something's happening, it's always about what am I going to get out of this, rather than what can I give to this? And that's really where spiritual change happens, when we see, again, I've said this a million times, that we see that everything is a gift, and it's a gift to be received. Life isn't to be taken, life is to be received as a gift. None of us asked to be born, and here we are, and it's incredible. It's wonderful, full of wonder. Have you lost a sense of wonder in your life? Have you lost the wonder child that used to live within you? And I look at that because I looked up the word wonder and what's the opposite of wonder. So we want to be filled with wonder. What's the opposite of wonder? What pops up? Boredom, indifference, apathy. Any of these words sound familiar? Like our world is just filled with this kind of thing, indifference, impassivity, disregard, detachment. You just see that in our world so often today, that sense of just being bored with life. We need to see the wonder of life. As I said before, Tony DeMello, Father DeMello once said, if you look at a tree and you see a tree, you haven't seen the tree. But you look at a tree and you see a miracle, you've seen the tree. Maybe this week, you and I, to rejuvenate ourselves, might take some time away. Maybe you can't take a vacation right now. Maybe you can get a day away. Maybe you can take an hour or two and just take a walk. But to get back in touch with that younger self inside you, that child that's within, that wonder child that lives inside each one of us, and to realize that everything is a gift. After all, Jesus said, "Let the children come to me, and do not hinder them. It is to just such as these that the kingdom of God belongs." The more we're in touch with our child within, the more we are in touch with God. God bless you.